Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. First of all, I'd just like to obviously have a look at the ASX 200, and you can see we said yesterday, and here's the chart that we believe this should act as support, and actually it did, and that sort of 40-day moving average on the daily chart has really acted as a strong support today. And we're obviously bouncing quite nicely off it. I suppose the important thing for Equity Story, what does that mean? Obviously the shares generally did pretty well, and we had the good opportunity to get out of Hansen Group. Again, if you look at Hansen Group, it's a stock we're very, very, very fond of, and Hansen Group, we've trended this stock quite a few times, and we made a nice little 4% on it in a few weeks. It might, it does have these big moves down Hansen where the funds are trying to buy it, so then we might just go in and buy the stock then, and see if we can get it again around that sort of 350 level. But again, it was a great little trade, and that was, as I said in the announcement we sent out today, real bread and butter Equity Story. We're not holding too much at the moment. We're a little bit nervous of basically, this month we just feel with interest rates going up, and obviously we've got the issue now with Brexit. We are being a little bit careful, but it's not to say we're not going to be putting out trends. We're just going to make sure we feel they're really, really solid before we put them out. Just one of the stocks we're trending at the moment, obviously GXL looks absolutely brilliant. Again, it's sort of got that little breakout there, and looks very, very strong. So I think GXL should go on with it next week, and again we could do very, very well from it. IA, Auckland Airports, looks stunning, and again just trading in that perfectly normal fashion, and should obviously turn up fairly soon, as with MYX, Main Pharma, great company, what a fantastic trend, and she actually. She could actually just nip back a little bit more before she turns up and hopefully starts making some good profits for us. Just having a look at, obviously a standout performer today was XREF. Looks absolutely stunning. It was up 16% at one stage. It's up 14.5%, roughly around 50% already with XREF, which is excellent in a few months. And XREF's actually got a really nice sort of breakout pattern, and I sort of really do like that sort of price action, and hopefully you often find the stocks that move like that, hopefully she can go on with it and have a really nice move, and at least go up and attack that sort of 80 cents level. But I think XREF knows looking excellent, and again another excellent choice, another excellent call by Equity Story. I just like to talk about AKP again. This is another one of these 10 baggers, and we've nearly got a sort of 100% gain in audio pixels. It is an exciting product, and a little bit of good news for us. Another really well-known share advice website, apparently one of my members said, put it out as a buy yesterday. Which is great. It's only about a year after Equity Story put it out, but the good thing is it's obviously putting more people into the stock, and I think if you actually cheating here a little bit, have a look at that sort of 60-minute chart. I think there's a little bit of support around this sort of bullish 20-day moving average on the 60-minute, and hopefully she'll turn up from here and go up even higher next week. Just I'd like to have a quick chat about MIGME. Didn't have a good day today, and really, to be honest, you could buy MIGME now, and I don't think really MIGME is no hurry, obviously, to get into the stock. I don't think MIGME is going to actually, in the short term, do anything too impressive. But I think over the long term, MIGME is going to be a real winner for Equity Story. So if you've got a sort of a long-term opinion of this, a long-term approach, you should definitely be taking a look at MIGME. The reason we like it, it's sort of attached to Southeast Asia. So if there are a lot of issues in in the Western world over the next few years, hopefully MIGME's MIGME's model will keep growing. Those who don't know what MIGME does, it's basically the Facebook of Southeast Asia, and again, it's got a huge potential to grow this business over the next 3 or 4 years. And you can see how they have been growing, and this is the important thing. From December 14, they got going with 10 million members, and now they've got 39. Now these are 39 million members they're actually monetizing and doing things on the website. I think they've actually got about 300 million members, but they've got 39 million who actually they're starting to monetize. And the interesting thing is, that is the important point. 39 million. They got 8 million in cash. They've done some fantastic deals recently with Meitu, who have got about 900 million members in China. But I think this is the important thing, is really their market cap. They're very, very undervalued. And you can have a look here. 39 million members, and you can compare that with something like Momu. Now Momu is listed in the States. Momu have 69 million members and are worth 2.5 billion. And I suppose the issue here is most probably the revenue, generating revenue from the site. Now MIGME is just gearing up with their clients to generate the revenue, and at the moment, they're generating sort of last year 13.6 million, but that's now increasing pretty strongly. So I don't think it's long before their revenue model is going to be going clicking up to higher levels. And I think you can see MIGME, these parameters, how some of these companies are valued. Like, there you go, here we've got 1 billion. Tian's 1 billion, and it's monetizing 100. The revenue is 104 million, and I think you can see once MIGME just starts lifting that revenue, how MIGME could be a fantastic story over the next few years. And it's well worth going. If those of you are not into the stock, they just had a pretty interesting recent presentation. Go out and read it. You can go to the website, and Stephen Goh, who's a very capable individual. You can obviously listen to him talk about MIGME and the future and the way forward of the company. But MIGME, we like it, and we've got obviously big hopes that MIGME over the next few years is going to be a great story and another huge winner for the Equity Story company. That's sort of all I've got to talk about tonight. I mean, we're absolutely ecstatic with the general performance of 99% of the shares. Great to see, obviously, VTG and BWX. BWX, looking really good. Actually got a nice little sort of really aggressive, nice little buy signal on that sort of short-term chart. Looks like it might have a good week next week. BWX is obviously the Suikin product, which we believe is could be potentially as interesting as Bellamy's and Blackmore's, with what they can sell into China over the next 3 or 4 years. It's certainly an absolutely outstanding story. Anyway, there's always lots to talk about. I don't want to keep you too long. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you very much for taking the time to listen to Equity Story tonight, and we look forward to bringing you this report on Monday. Good night.